Hey peeps, this is Andercon again, and today we're going to build something epic. I think today we're just going to screw around a bit, build some stuff. I'll show some things off. So just hang out with me for a bit. I cleared this gigantic area because I feel like building some big stuff. It's a 60 wide and 130 blocks long. It took a long time to clear that out. I used two tools for that. I used my diamond drill and a filler from Buildcraft. I'm going to show you how to use it a little bit anyway. So here's some Buildcraft pipes, and these are redstone pipes, so they'll take in energy from an engine and put it anywhere you want it. So I didn't feel like having a whole buttload of pipes for oil and everything going out to the middle of the desert. So this makes it easy, just one pipe. This is my little factory, I guess. It's got a whole shit ton of oil, a bunch of water for coolant, and there's 5 engines. They hold oil and coolant, and if you don't have coolant in there, water, they'll overheat and explode like a piece of TNT. I lost some before doing that. This is a pump. It gets water from here. Fortunately, with water, if you pump it, it'll replace itself if it's 1 deep and big enough to have water that'll refill itself, so it doesn't just eat it up. Now, oil, on the other hand, doesn't quite work that way. I'll show you a oil geyser. Sometimes you can just walk around and find a puddle of oil. It'll be like this down here. Just be a handful sitting around somewhere. But there isn't much oil there, it's just what's on the surface. If you want a shit ton of oil, don't want to run out anytime soon, find one of these. Here's a geyser. Now all this is just surface oil, but right here in the center, there's a hole, and that goes way deep. Probably 30 blocks or more deep. I got one I already drilled into and drained part of. I should go ahead and show you how big it is. It's freaking huge. Way more oil than I'll probably ever need just in one geyser. But never know. I might need a shit ton someday. We'll just see what kind of projects I do. So, crap. Here's a pump. And there's its pipe. Buildcraft pumps are way easier to play with, really. There's no extra equipment at all. It's just the pump itself, and it makes all the pipe it needs. And here's a steam engine, and if you wanted to start this thing up, you could put in anything that's burnable. Usually coal is the best, and have to hit it with some redstone or turn it on with a lever, and it'll start up, and it'll pump some oil. Now let's go ahead and go underground. Oh shit, fucking hell. I thought I had some more stuff underneath there. Oh shit. Alrighty, now way down in here, I was at around 70 and now I'm at 35. Gigantic shit ton of oil is deep. This is a lot of oil, probably more than I'll use. I could use some more while I'm down here. Don't really need any of that. Never have enough iron, redstone, and copper. And since I do most of my mining like around the diamond level, there's not a whole lot of copper down there. So I'll take any copper I can get whenever I can find it. So I can get my butt out of here before I get raped by the skeleton or zombie. Start to work. Shit. I'll put this in here for later. Cut out. I think I'm going to go to my old house since it's right here. It's a pretty neat landscape. Now, I usually build in swamps because they're the flattest, and sometimes the plains, but I feel like going into the desert for a change. Very rarely have I ever played in a desert. Now, this is an interesting mountain, and I'll show you why in a moment. And it looks pretty well normal. I got, a little light in there, but there's going to be a big difference in that in a minute. Welcome to my mountain. I stuck a hidden house in here. And it's a bit fancy. Now, it's not big or anything, but it's full of redstone. Equipment. A little bit of a setup. I haven't got a bed in here, but this is supposed to be my bedroom. And you might have noticed, what the hell am I doing using this for a door? See, these are fence doors. I can't remember what the hell they're called since they're brand spanking ass new. I'll show you how to make them anyway. And we'll see what they're called after that. Fence gate. Duh. How the hell could I forget that? So normally you wouldn't be making a full door out of this, but there's a good reason for this. See this lever? Well, what's this? My wall's moving. Here's another one. That lever's not working right at the moment. Probably got too much shit going on. Instant view. Ah, that's pretty neat. I'm gonna have a hell of a view from here, especially once I build something in that. Let's see if this thing works. There we go. Must have just had too much going on at once. I didn't want to flip. There's a door that's supposed to be over there. This takes a while since I'm circulating two walls. See my bedroom, some redstone in the back. I'll show this off in a minute. There's another door. Come on, push, push. There we go. Got some windows finally. There we go. Now I got a nice view. Yeah, I got really bored about 4 or 5 days ago, and I had a crazy-ass idea for hiding a house in the side of a hill. So I thought it would be something neat and fun to play with. Let's go take a look at the inner workings of this mess. And yeah, it's a mess. Alright, first off, right on the other side of this wall here was that switch I flipped. Turns on this redstone, and back up here I fell. Alright, it turns on this redstone, which hits this piston, and that starts a timer. This is a what was this called again? Some sort of circuit where it'll, when it turns on, it'll just flash for a moment. It's set for, this will probably make it flash for 1 or 3. Probably 3 ticks. And then I got redstone going upstairs, and I got redstone going downstairs. So I got a big line of pistons, and that'll turn all that on. And I got a whole bunch of pistons here. So this bunch of stone will be shoved over one and then shoved up. And let's see, up here, I got a ladder, fortunately, make this a little easier. Up here I've got a bunch more. There's some pistons hiding in the floor here, all along there. And I got more pistons right here. This is for the, the two ends. It'll push this side up and that side down. And these are actually all furnaces here. The reason why I'm using furnaces, weirdly enough, is that they can't be pushed by pistons. So it'll stop it from screwing up, basically. So if one of the pistons gets stuck or decides not to push, I don't have to mess with it so much, because I was having trouble with it pushing blocks up too far, and I'd have to put more blocks into the system before it would fix itself. So it circulates 2 directions. Where does this go? Oh yeah, forgot I had that there. So here's a little setup. Here's that compressor. I never showed off yet. Bunch of other general junk. Another chest full of shit. Pretty good stuff. Large chest there. And here I got some power equipment. This here is an MFE unit. Stores 600,000 units of energy. And if you later on, I'll show a MFSU. It stores 10 million units of energy. This here is a voltage. It converts 512 voltage down to 128 voltage. No, this particular one actually converts 128 to 32. This is a bat box, and there's just wires underneath that, and it goes to all these. There's a bunch of wires in the back. Let's see, I got any. I'll fix that real quick. A hole I made. There we go. Now this here is an induction furnace. It'll cook 2 stacks of stuff at once. It starts out real slow, but once this heats up to 100%, it'll be flying. So I'm going to let this heat up, which you can actually tell to just stay on with a redstone or a switch, and it'll just start building up heat. And we'll let it get up a little ways, and I'll throw a couple stacks in. You'll see how fast they go. It's super quick. Now, strangely enough, there isn't a whole lot giving me power here. I've only got 5 wind turbines, and it powers my whole base. The reason why it works so well is because the MFE, since it stores so much power, it's way more than I use normally. I could have all this stuff going for a couple stacks, 2 or 3, maybe even 4 stacks in all of it. That and probably most of this over here before it would start going empty. It just stores a lot of energy. Now an MFE, see, this is an MFE. MFSU stores so much energy, it's just nuts. Usually I don't bother with those until I've got a nuclear reactor, I feel like, just testing out or taking all the energy from, and using some enhanced machines like teleporters or terraformers use a crap load. I was just on one of my other world testing out a terraformer for the first time, and it sucked 10 million units of energy dry in just like 10 minutes. Alright, so far 19%. I'll throw in a little bit of cobble here. It's starting to go a little quick. So it gets 2 sets of stone at once. So somewhere around here I got a buttload I already did. A good bit up there. I might need some of this. I'm going to drop some of this off while I'm at it. Here's some industrial diamonds. If you want industrial diamonds, you'd macerate some coal and combine the macerated coal with flint, which you'd have to macerate gravel to get flint. And then combine whatever it gives you with obsidian. Actually, I think you have to compress some of that somewhere along those lines. Alright, 30% heat. I'm going to need some glass. And it's going pretty quick. It's only 32%. This is going to take a while. I'm going to let this build up a bit, and then I'll show you some more. Just give me a minute. Alright, it's been a few minutes, and this thing's back up to 100% heat. So I'll go ahead and throw in the sand here. And it's going fast as hell! Now that is one hell of a good way to just burn the shit out of everything. If you got like a whole bunch of stacks of stone you want to make, this is the way to do it. It uses a good bit of energy to heat up, at least when you first start it up, but once it gets 100% heat, it actually stops using as much energy. This thing's actually running quite good, and my little bit of a power system is keeping up with it just fine. And I got all my glass. I'll go ahead and show you what little I've got running this whole entire place. Oh, oh shit! Die, motherfucker! Alright, here's my whole power system. Just 5 wind turbines. And I got a little bat box in the middle, just to make sure I don't lose any energy, because the bat box will transmit 32 units a tick, more or less. But if you just had these in here, some energy might get lost, because they'll just transmit what little bit they're using per packet. Energy works funny like that. Everything's transmitted through the pipe in a packet, basically. And energy loss is calculated per packet. So these things are at height 112, so they're really pumping out the energy. Ooh. Ooh. The hell? Now at this height, that's really all you need, unless you start going into advanced machines. So I'm gonna go back outside. I learned this a long time ago. Quick way down, just put a little bit of water. Here's 2 pieces of water there, a sign underneath, and it'll keep you from getting hurt when you drop. Great one direction down. Actually, later I'll show you how to make an elevator in Buildcraft. It actually has a little bit of an elevator module you can use. So I'm going to start up this filler, so I'll show you how to do it. I'll show off all this stuff a little later, but for now I'm just going to go ahead and turn on all my water. My oil, there's plenty in here, so I'm going to let them try to use up that for now. I'm going to go ahead and turn all this on. And it's not sending the energy through here because there's nowhere to send it yet. So once I put this thing down, it'll start sending the energy through it, through this pipe. I'm not really familiar with some of the Buildcraft stuff. It's not the best documented mod. Um, Unlike Industrial Craft, it's really well documented. So I don't know if you lose some energy in the pipes. It kind of seems like you do. So I want to, say, clear a spot out with the filler or build something in a spot. So you got to mark out where you want it. That's what these landmarks are for. I'll show you how to make them if I have any redstone anywhere. I don't think I do. It takes one redstone torch, which you place there, and you would need a piece of lapis that you would put above it, and it'll give you one landmark. You'll need 2, 3. You'll need 3 to 4, depending on what you're doing. Oh shit, I just realized it's nighttime. I hope I don't get my ass blown away. Alrighty, so I just want to get rid of this bit of sand here. So I'm going to drop them down in the corners. So there's one, which I already put down. There's the other corner. Now you only have to do 3 corners, and it'll pick up the rest. It'll figure out where that 4th corner's at. So then you want to right click on them. Now if you do the one in the corner where there's a landmark on each direction going from it, you only have to click on it instead of click on that, then that, then that. Now if you want to make the filler do something higher, you have to put down another landmark. About yay high. And you can put these on the side. It looks funny how it sticks out like that. That's pretty neat actually. Now you gotta right click on it and it'll connect up, and then it'll have a big box. Ooh. Now you gotta keep all these in place until you put down your filler. So I think you have to put it next to one of the corners. So I'm going to drop it there, and this changed from a red line to some construction tape line basically. It's a little dark. I'm going to light it up a bit. There you can see it decently well. Yeah, I got all the glass I need. Okay, so this thing's got a little blue line running through it, so there's some energy. And here's the filler. For now I just wanted to remove everything, so I'm going to fill this thing with glass. This is basically like a little recipe on how to, depending on what you put in here, it'll do different things. All glass is just remove everything. Most of the other recipes you're going to have some bricks for. Brick blocks. I'll show those in a minute after I go get some bricks from somewhere. I got some someplace. So it's removing the sand, and it'll remove everything in the whole block square. So there's a bunch of different recipes too. You can make a pyramid, you can fill an area in entirely, you can just fill in, like, make a hollow cube. And you can also flatten an area, which would put more sand here to make it level with this. So I'm going to go grab some brick blocks from someplace, and we'll go check those out. Ooh, you damn near got me right in the face. There's a little, well, not really a cactus farm because it's not automatic, but Buildcraft, if you want to have water pipes or pipes for liquids, uses a lot of cactus. There's redstone. There's some bricks. Oh shit, oh shit. And I'm gonna get raped out here. cow's still sitting in the sauna. It's one hell of a hot sauna. Well, maybe that's a hot tub. Alright, this thing finished. There's no way that I've known or figured out to automatically collect all this stuff from a filler. A little unfortunate, but oh well. If you want one of those, there's an excavator. It will clear out an area entirely and dig down and give you all the blocks from it. It'll automatically put them in a chest or put them in some pipes to go wherever you want. So, after I kill this, ooh, close. So I used one of these with this setting to clear out this entire area, and I helped it along with my mining drill. And I got 4 large chests full of sand in the process. That's a shit ton of sand. I'll build something with it in a bit. So I feel like making a little pyramid here just to show you. So I'll show you how to do that. Take out all the glass. Do that, and there's the pyramid. There's the pyramid setting. Now, it won't do anything until you put... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Ah, son of a bitch. Fuck. The word of the day is fuck. That creeper blew the hell out of my filler. So, I'm going to show you how to make a new one. Filler has a really interesting recipe. I think most of the Buildcraft recipes are rather creative. You're going to need some wood, a chest, crafting table, gold ingot, 8 of them, 8 iron ingots, 2 ink sacs, and a flower, weirdly enough. So, you're going to need 1 landmark, so I'll go ahead and show you how to make one of those. Redstone torch, throw some lapis on top, and you get a landmark. Let's see, next I'll show you how to make gears. So you'll need 2 gears, and I'll need a little bit more wood for that. And gears are made out of sticks, at least wooden gears are. So you gotta start with 2 wooden gears. Then you gotta upgrade them to stone. I guess you'll need a little stone first. Here's some cobble. Has to be cobble. So, there's your wooden gears in the center. 2 cobble on each side. There's 2 stone gears. Then you gotta upgrade those to iron. There's 2 iron gears, and then you gotta make them into 2 gold gears. I'll go ahead and turn this into dandelion yellow dye. I think it goes that there. 2 gears right there. Landmark at the top. Just at the bottom, crafting table there, and the 2 ink sacs. And there's the filler. God damn you creepers. Oh, well, at least you guys got to see how to make this thing. And I don't have to show it off later. Alright, here we are back at the construction site with a hole. And well, I'll put this filler back here, but I think I have to remove this first. This old tape is easy to remove. You just have to save and quit the title, and then go back in. And it's gone. And then you got to put your all your landmarks back up. And I wanted the other one up there. Oh. This one here. Nope. I gotta click this one then. What the hell? Alright, fine. It's a little iffy if you do it in the wrong order. Oh, no wonder. I got this one in the wrong spot. There. And now I gotta go hit this one again. Pain in the ass. There you go. I just right-clicked on it and that works. Okay, now I'm going to set the filler back down and I'll put it here. Pick up my landmarks. No use throwing these away. Come here, you. There we go. And I'm one pipe shy by the looks of it. So there's a stone transport pipe. And I need redstone. Shit. Shit. Alright, I got my redstone. I'll go ahead and show you how to make stone transport pipes while I'm at it. It takes stone, 2 stone, and 1 piece of glass, and it'll give you 8 stone transport pipes. You can also make cobblestone transport pipes, and you can also make gold ones. The gold ones move things extra fast if they're powered by redstone. And you can make diamond ones, iron ones, and obsidian ones, and they all have their special purposes. We'll get into that another time. So, to take a regular stone transport pipe and convert it to a redstone transport pipe, or a conductive pipe anyway, just needs 1 piece of redstone on top. And it's not drawing any power because I don't have anything going in here yet. Okay, so I was going to make a pyramid before I was extremely rudely interrupted by a goddamn creeper. So, 5 bricks in here like so, and then you got to put in your filling resources, or whatever you're going to make the pyramid, or whatever you're building out of. And it slowly starts placing all the sand. And it'll take it a while, a long while. The more power you've got going to it, the quicker it'll go. I've got 5 engines going, and I'm probably losing power in the pipe because it's such a long run. But it'll take some time. It's doing okay. Alright, that little pyramid's done, and I forgot to show off my house up in the hills, what it looks like from a distance. So it was pretty well hidden. And while I was waiting on this pyramid, I started building one of my own. Of course, this one's hollow for the moment. I'll be building this up after, well, over probably the next hour. But you don't have to watch all that.